We have all heard of the horror stories, but have you actually seen them? Let's go over a couple and talk about what exactly went wrong, how you can learn from these artists' mistakes, and how to correct the damage should it ever happen. My name is Alana Bevan from Cosmopolitan Academy. You may have seen me in one of the many publications globally. As a multi-certified global trainer, I've been helping artists just like you learn the best techniques and pro tips to become successful in the beauty industry. If you want to see the nitty-gritty of lip blushing and learn from others' mistakes, then you will definitely want to stick around to the end of this video to gain some confidence in eliminating the chance of ruining your own reputation. So let's jump in. What I'm about to show you cannot be unseen, so beware.
Okay, so is this normal? Absolutely not. We already know that this is such a rookie mistake, and this is why we need to really do our research when finding somebody to tattoo our face. So number one, we only expand the lips ever with filler, never with tattooing. This artist, I'm going to use that loosely. This artist chose to expand the lip with tattoo, and you can see how as soon as we go off the vermilion border, the tattoo will naturally migrate. So it looks absolutely awful. It's never going to look symmetrical. In order to get rid of this is the crazy part. She's going to have to do tattoo removal. However, as soon as that laser hits our lips, it reacts differently than anywhere else, and it will actually turn it blacky gray. We've seen it done on the brows before, which some people are comfortable, walking around after their brows are lasered before they get them redone, and they're a little bit gray. When it's on the lips, it looks pretty awful. So this is really actually a lot of work to correct. Not only do they have to do laser to get rid of the tattoo, it's going to turn her actual lips gray, and then somebody's going to have to go back in and tattoo her color, her skin color on the top and her lip color on the bottom of the vermilion border back to normal. So this is a huge mistake. Don't ever do it to your clients, guys. This is ridiculous. We only ever grow the lips with filler, never with tattoo. Don't stress out if you miss anything in this video. It's going to get kind of gory as we go on, but you can download our free 8-week bootcamp in the description link below, and you'll get this and tons of business building content to you every week for 8 weeks. So don't stress out if you miss any of it. You don't have to be taking notes. We'll send it to you. All right, the next one. So this one doesn't look so bad, right? Okay, so obviously she's had some serious work done on those lips, and they are swollen, but the swelling is considered normal. However, what's not normal is that the appointment took 6 hours. That is so much trauma to the skin. It should never take 6 hours, and we need like the 2 to 3 hour cutoff. Even if you're not done, you need to stop, because you're going to create so much trauma to the skin that then you're going to get hypo or hyperpigmentation upon healing. And guess what, guys? That's exactly what happened to this poor girl. This is during her healing process. This is not normal. You can see the black starting to, the hyperpigmentation start to actually come out, and unfortunately this was permanent for her. Again, this is not easily corrected. Our appointment should not be taking 6 hours. For us to be tattooing the exact same little area for a full 6 hours, if we're doing a whole leg tattoo, okay, fine, it's 6 hours, but it's not all in the same area that's being overworked and overpenetrated. On the lips, 6 hours, that's crazy. Make sure you're using the right needle, the right techniques, and you're stopping. Even if you're not done, don't overpenetrate the lips. Do it in 2 to 3 appointments if you're still learning. Take your client's health as paramount, okay? Not the outcome until the very end of your appointments. If it takes 3 of them, that's okay when you're first learning. Explain this to your models, that it might take you more than 2 or 3 touch-ups when you're first learning. That's okay. What's not okay is to do 6 hours on one person and create the hyperpigmentation. Now, again, she's now probably more prone to reacting in this way because there'll be so much scar tissue under those lips. This is not going to be easily corrected for her. I'm not even going to touch on how to correct, because I wouldn't recommend being the one to correct somebody's mistake after this, because there is so much trauma to the skin. We could go in on a normal case and do dark lip neutralization. That's not the outcome here. This is probably permanent for this poor girl. Okay. Now this one is so gross. I don't even want to look. I'm going to look away when I open the screen. She has had, some people say, an allergic reaction, and then some are saying infection. A doctor would probably treat this as an infection, not an allergic reaction. So she chose somewhere that maybe wasn't as hygienic as she should have been. I'm going to start playing this, but I'm going to turn the mute off because it's just, oh my God, I can't even. This grosses me out. Okay, guys, when you're picking somebody, make sure it is a place that is following the safety and health and hygiene regulations. There is no reason this should ever happen to somebody. This is disgusting. Make sure that your one-use products are being used for only one use. This is not normal. If this starts to happen, you need to seek medical attention. Thank God she did right away before it spread even more. She's on antibiotics. She's getting it fixed up with a doctor, and that's all you can do if this ever happens to you. But this should never happen. There's no reason to get an infection to this extent if you're going to a reputable company to get your lip blush. Anyways, I gotta get off of this. This is grossing me out. Sorry, guys.
Now that I have totally grossed you out, let's quickly recap what went wrong and how to avoid these costly mistakes to both you and your clients, most importantly. Number one, stay inside your lines. Do not ever tattoo outside the vermilion border. Lips can be emphasized with filler, not tattoo. Number two, never overwork the lips and create trauma. Be mindful of what needles you are using depending on the Fitzpatrick scale for less trauma, and avoid creating hyperpigmentation. Number three, don't be nasty. Clean your facility and make sure you're using proper sanitation practices and procedures, and one-use products are for one use, girl. If you like this video, don't forget to download our free 8-week boot camp in the description link below to get this information plus so much more sent right to you. And if you want to learn more about PMU services, you'll want to watch our next video on lip blushing mapping, made super incredibly easy. So we'll see you in the next video.